and tilted on its axis by his proximity. The barbecue was a forced tradition that had gotten worse over the years, mainly because everyone around her seemed to be growing into their bodies. The girls with the beautiful, bouncing blonde hair and perfectly toned arms and curved hips. The boys with their sensual lips, six-packs, and muscular arms. And then there was Margot. As if to prove a point, a piece of fire engine red hair worked itself free of her bun and tumbled across her shoulder. Bentley's eyes locked on the piece of hair, and before she could tuck it behind her ear, he reached out and rubbed it between his fingers. "I love your hair," he whispered. Margot's mouth gaped open as a searing heat surged through her and finally settled on her cheeks. "It's my conditioner." "Kill me now." "My conditioner? Really?" Bentley smirked, then dropped his hand. "Another romance novel? You've been devouring these things like chocolate lately." He leaned in. "Is this your cry for help? Do you need a little romance in your life?" It was hard not to focus on the shaking in her hands, or the fact that the only person she wanted romance from was staring at her the way she'd always dreamed. Sometimes fantasy is better than reality. "You sure about that?" He fired back, scooting closer to her until their thighs touched. "You tell me." His blue eyes lit up with surprise before suddenly focusing on something behind her. Within seconds, she knew why. "Jennifer." Bentley smiled, and his slow, appreciative perusal wasn't lost on Margot as he finally stood and held out his hand. "How's your summer?" "Horrible. My mom's a bitch, and I'm bored." Jennifer stomped her heel into the ground and then glanced at Margot. "Oh, hi, Marge." Marge. She hated that nickname. "Hey, Jen." "Ugh, did you know that I'm grounded after last night?" She smacked Bentley on the chest with her purse. "I hope it was worth it." Rejection slammed into Margot so swift, so hard, that breathing was almost impossible. Last night? He'd been with Jennifer last night, and now he was hitting on Margot? Bentley stiffened next to Margot, and then gave a casual shrug as he stood and snaked an arm around Jennifer's shoulders. "I'll be more careful next time." Next time? As in, there was going to be a next time. As in, whatever had just taken place between them was nothing but another stolen moment where Margot's hopes were crushed beneath Bentley's expensive shoes. Tears burned. Margot refused to let them fall. "I'll see you later, Ed." Bentley winked at Margot. "We're still on for later, right? Your house or mine?" Huh? They hadn't made plans. And by the look of it, Jennifer was pissed. Straightening a bit, Margot shrugged and said, "How about we go to yours this time?" Last weekend, they'd spent 2 nights in a row watching a horror movie marathon. Probably not the kind of marathon that Jennifer and Bentley had participated in, but Jennifer didn't need to know the details. Right? "Cool. See ya." She sighed longingly after Bentley and Jennifer. Her book was long forgotten. "So, not a complete crash and burn, I take it?" Brant's voice scared the crap out of her, and she nearly toppled out of her lounge chair. "I mean, you're smiling way too big for it to be fake." Brant made his way around the chair and sat again, crossing his arms. "No. In fact, we're hanging out later." Brant's smile fell. "Just be careful." "Careful? He's your brother and my best friend. Trust me, I know him." "Not everything, though." There was an edge of warning to Brant's voice. "Just be careful, that's all I'm asking." "Yeah, thanks, Dad. I'll get right on that." Brant pressed a hand to his chest. "Ouch!" They fell into fits of laughter as Margot's grandmother's voice rang out. "Margot?" her grandmother yelled from the door. "Margot!" She sounded frantic. "Margot?" Grandma almost teetered over into the pool as she made her way toward Margot and Brant. They shared a look before rushing to her side.